Hello, YouTube fans and Facebook fans of DX Engineering. It's Tuesday afternoon here in the Eastern time zone of the USA. It's time for Tuesdays with Tim and Jeff. I'm Tim K3LR, and Jeff is out doing some other stuff today, so he's tied up. So it's just going to be me. And for those of you who were looking for the weekend special last Friday, it was Good Friday. So we decided to take a little break, but we're back. Full slate of shows this week. Believe me, you don't want to miss any one of these shows this week. Really excited about today's show, as well as on Thursday, we'll have the American Radio Relay League on. And then Friday, we have a super special guest that's going to be on for the weekend special. You don't want to miss that. So one of the things that we've been getting a lot of calls about, in fact, Jeff and I had a discussion this morning about this, is getting calls about antennas and antenna books. And so I went into the K3LR library, and I have a whole shelf full of antenna books. And I have tried to buy and read every antenna book on the planet, because antennas are the basic building block, and they are the most important part of your station. You can have a Yaesu radio, you can have an Alinco radio, you can have a Kenwood radio, you can have an Icom radio, and they all are dependent upon the antenna system that you have. The success of your antenna, whether it's small or large, depends upon doing some very specific things, because antennas obey the laws of physics, and that's just the way it is. And there's really no magic antenna. There's no magic, but there are some antennas work better than others. And so when I was starting out in the early 70s, this was my Bible. This was my antenna book, $5, the Arrl antenna book. And the stuff that's in here is still relevant today. Now, has it been updated? Sure. Now, if we look at this, this is the, I look here, this is the 13th edition. So there were 12 antenna books before this one. And so $5 back in 1972. If we go to today, the same antenna book is a box set. And it's huge. And it is really good. This is the Arrl antenna book, and it's actually broken up into 4 volumes. And this is my favorite volume: antennas for low frequency, medium frequency, and high frequency. And it is just full of all sorts of antenna ideas and antennas you can build, that you can make, and it explains how antennas work. So I recommend the Arrl antenna book, and this is the 24th edition now, and it's edited by our good friend Ward and 0AX. So you can't go wrong. It's a little more than $5 now, but we'll get into that here in a minute. Let's see who we have on the horn here today. We have Andy from England, 2 Echo 0 Radio Echo Echo. And John, November 6, November Radio Oscar is on. And also our friend Rick, Whiskey X-Ray 8 Tango. And let's see, we've got November Charlie 7 Bravo. Greg, he's a famous antenna builder. He says, building your own antenna is a fun aspect of amateur radio. And there's a project in reach for every ham. And let's see. Hector says, I bought a scanner, an SDS 100. Let me know if that's a good one. Hector, I'm not familiar with that, so I'm sorry I can't comment on whether it's good or not. And from Arizona, it's November Lima 7 Delta. And from Puerto Rico, it's Kilo Papa 4 Hotel Delta is on with us today. And let's see, we also have Kilo Alpha 2 India Radio Quebec. He says, this is my first live Tuesday show from the Jersey Shore. And let's see, we have Craig, Kilo Bravo 5 Zulu Echo Quebec on. And Terry, Kilo Echo 8, Charlie Victor Alpha. He loves building antennas. And let's see, we have from Syracuse, it's Kilo 2 India Charlie Charlie. And Alaska, Kilo Lima 4 Sierra X-Ray. And Doug, November 7 Bravo Victor Tango. And Chuck, Kilo 8 Charlie Victor Mike from Northern Ireland. Mike, India 5 Juliet Yankee Kilo. You can never have enough antenna books. Boy, how about this one, Peter? This is the Rothammel's antenna book from Germany. Look at this. This is a good summer reading project. Every antenna, I can't find an antenna that is not in this book. This is one of my, when I saw this book for the first time when I was in Germany at Friedrichshafen, it was in German. And I said, oh, I just wish this was in English. And lo and behold, here a few years ago, it came out in English. And so what a great book. And let's see here. We've got Kilo 8 Kilo Hotel Zulu, Sean, and Germany 1 Mike Hotel United, and Eric, Victor Alpha 3 Alpha Mike X-Ray, and November X-Ray 8 Tango is on. From Denmark, it's Oscar Zulu 1 Delta Whiskey X-Ray. And the tall guy is on, John. Building antennas is fun, especially when they work. They don't always work, but that's kind of the fun of it. And November Charlie 8 India, and Kilo Charlie 1 Mike Mike United. And from Bulgaria, it's Lima Zulu 1 Alpha Mike Alpha. And from the UK, it's 2 Echo 0 Bravo Lima November. And Jose says, I miss that shack. Otis, we miss having you here. So make sure next March, you got to be here. 2022. That's November Papa 4 Golf. And nice to have you on, Otis. Kilo Juliet 7 Lima Uniform Echo. Yankee Charlie 0 Oscar Juliet Mike from Illinois. Whiskey 9 United Sierra. And Kilo Oscar 4 Kilo Golf Papa, K0 November Echo Bravo, our friend Joe. And don't forget the quad antenna, Ron says, WB3 Lima Hotel Delta. Yeah, we used to have a great quad manufacturer local here, Lightning Bolt Quads. Alpha Charlie 2 Kilo, and November 1 Delta Charlie Hotel. Just installed my shortened 80-meter Nfed. Built my own 9-to-1 and common mode choke, and it's been working great. Glad to hear, because that doesn't always happen. Nfed antennas can be very problematic to get working, and I'll explain that a little bit more here in a minute. Whiskey Victor 8 Bravo Victor Sierra, Whiskey Bravo 0 Oscar Queen Victor, and Kilo Papa 4 Lima Radio, Whiskey Papa 4 Oscar Papa Golf, also from Puerto Rico. And Steve NA5C says, any update on a beefed up 40-meter Moxon design you had mentioned some time back? We're still working on it, Steve, and we've got a lot of products in the pipe, and that is one of them. I don't know exactly when we will have that, but keep checking the website. November Yankee 0 Victor, and Johnny says Dipole and Nfed really works well for me in my HOA restricted neighborhood. And greetings from Whiskey Delta 8 Juliet Mike, and from Kilo Charlie 4 November Alpha Papa, and November 3 Victor Juliet, and Whiskey 0 Juliet Mike, Kilo Golf 5 Zulu Mike Quebec, Kilo Papa 4 Lima Radio, and Toby and Dino are on, KL0S and KL0SS, November 3 Whiskey Sierra from the Netherlands. It's Papa Alpha 3 Fox X-Ray Oscar, and Yankee Delta 5 Kilo Tango India, November 4 Kilo Whiskey Radio, November 5 Uniform Tango Charlie. And Hector says, great material for today as usual. I would learn a lot from you. Thanks for your teachings. And Papa Yankee 2 Bravo November is on with us. And November Yankee 9 Hotel down on the beach in South Carolina. Alpha Delta 5 November India. He likes the stickers. Kilo Echo 5 Oscar Lima. And Jerry says every ham should build their own antenna. and experiment with them and learn how they work. And I have a good personal ham library. That's good. Whiskey 5 Charlie Echo Juliet. And let's see, we have Kilo 7 Alpha Bravo X-Ray, Kilo 4 Fox Golf Yankee. Geez, the hits just keep on coming here. So really lots of folks on today with us. But let's, I'm going to go and do some screen shares here and show you some things. I want to talk a little bit about some of these antennas. And one of the most efficient and popular antennas is a half wavelength dipole. Here you can see that there's 2 quarter wavelength wires. And then if you can do it, feed it with open wire. That's even better, because then you can use this on the lowest frequency that you have a half wavelength on. So for instance, if a very popular antenna that I like to use, especially on field day, is at 130 feet that is fed in the center with open wire, and then it goes to an open wire tuner. And there are several open wire tuners. MFJ has them, Palstar has them. We have lots of them at DX Engineering. And even though the SWR is going to be high on the bands, this open wire is very low loss, even when the SWR goes up. If you try doing this with coax on a half wave dipole on multiple bands or multiple frequencies, the SWR goes up. Even though you can tune it with a tuner, what happens is the losses on the coax start to go way up quickly. And remember that reciprocity exists. So whatever the problem is with this thing getting out, you're also going to have a problem on receive. And here it's really good engineering practice to have a balun here, because this is a balanced antenna to an unbalanced coax feed here. And again, if you try to use this on other bands that it's not intended for, the SWR will be sky high and the losses will go up. This antenna is very popular, the G5RV, and notice that it is not half wavelength on 80 meters. It is short, and it incorporates 34 feet of open wire line here, or ladder line, or TV twin lead. And so this is already a compromise on 80 meters because it's not a half wavelength. This was intended as a 20-meter antenna when G5RV first designed it, and then it goes into coax to go to a tuner. And the problem is the SWR is high again, so all of this coax becomes very lossy when the SWR goes up. So this is not going to give you the performance. If you would just feed this with open wire or ladder line the entire way to the tuner, it would be much better, because even though the SWR is high, the loss of open wire or ladder line is very, very low, even when the SWR is high. And extend this out to 130 feet so that it will work better on 80 meters. Now, here are some of these Nfed antennas, and they do require a matching transformer, but the problem is that it doesn't have a counterpoise to work against. And so a lot of times, if this is coax in here, the SWR is high, and once again, this can be problematic because the losses get up. But any antenna is better than no antenna. Any antenna is. So I know a lot of amateur radio stations having trouble with HOAs and restricted areas and things like that. And sometimes this is the best you can do. But if you can, go back to this dipole. This is the home run. Very efficient. And we talked about the antenna book. Here it is at DX Engineering. Boy, in 50 years, it's gone up quite a bit. What used to be $5 is now $65. But this is the Arrl antenna book. And then Rothamel's book, we used to carry it at DX Engineering, but we've not been able to get it since the pandemic. So we don't have it available, but it is available online at rothamel.com. Rothamel.com. has the book, and you can order it and have it shipped over. I hope that we start stocking it again at some future date. And so that'll be fun when we do that. And let's see, we've got Kilo Delta 4 India Mike Alpha is on with us. And also Yankee Delta 5 Kilo Tango India is on from Indonesia. And Bob, WD8 November Victor November. And Alpha 92 Germany Whiskey is on. And from North Carolina, it's Whiskey Papa 3 Tango Quebec. So that's what we got for this time. I thought maybe there might be a few questions on antennas. We've been having a lot of fun here at K3LR. If you recall, last year we spent a lot of time out in the backyard building Yagis, and we're going to be building some new antennas again this summer, so stay tuned. Let's see here. We have November Juliet 4 Zulu is on, and also Kilo Japan 7 India Echo Alpha, building an Nfed 50-foot coax, half buried, half exposed, coax recommendations. I would use RG213 from DX Engineering for that. If you use the smaller coax, the losses are going to be even worse. And it's, you know, so that is a, you know, I would use the larger coax for that. And let's see. Hi from Kilo 4 Lima Whiskey Radio. Question: do stub filters work well with Nfed? Well, you can use the stub to try and tune it. That's a complicated way to do it, but from a filter standpoint, it's not going to be very effective, I don't think, because that's not a resonant antenna. The Nfed does require tuners, and that can get a little crazy. And we have Delta Juliet 5 Bravo Tango on, and commenting on the Rothamels, and that's the Germany's Antenna Bible. And Victor Echo 5 Fox Sierra Echo, Kilo Echo 6 Papa Lima Echo, from the Netherlands, Papa Alpha 1 Bravo Delta, Victor Echo 2 Fox Sierra Echo. And let's see, we've got Tim. I'm using a homebrew octopus antenna fed with coax. What would it work better with open line? I believe it would. I'm not familiar with the octopus, so I don't know for sure, but almost every antenna can benefit from the low loss of open wire line. Maybe that's a fan dipole. I'm not sure what the octopus is. And John says he's getting ready to do a video for Y cars for HOA restricted hams. And let's see, on an Nfed half wave, how important is the ground? I understand it will help with the antenna receive and transmit. Yeah, it would definitely help with lightning protection or static protection, but having a counterpoise actually would help an Nfed half wavelength wire work better. And John says DXE 213 is awesome stuff. And Gordon says, what is so special about the 43-foot vertical fed with a tuner at the base? Well, it can work on most of the bands. It is, it's kind of in a sweet spot from an impedance standpoint for working on 40 meters and 20 meters and 60 meters and 30 meters. So, but it is critical that it has a tuner at the base. And let's see, Alpha Fox 4 Bravo is here. Kilo Charlie 2 India Echo Zulu is here. And what's the best RV HT antenna? Boy, I don't have an HT antenna right there. You're going to need a different kind of mount for that. And call in and talk to Digital Dorsey. He's got, I know he has been down this road before. So thanks very much for the question, but call into DX Engineering. And let's see, Buzz Whiskey Alpha 5 Alpha Mike says, when building a Carolina Windham, is the 22-foot vertical coax a critical length? I believe it is. I believe it is. I've never built one, but I do believe that is the way. And we have November 3 Echo Victor November, a fellow breeze shooter, and Lima X-Ray One Echo radio on from Luxembourg. And John says try a screwdriver antenna for the RV. So that's all the time we have for today. I hope you had fun. Hope you learned something. If you need something for your amateur radio operation, whether it be mobile, your RV, or your home station, give us a try at DX Engineering. We'll do everything we can to help you have more fun on the radio. Until Thursday, 73 from DX Engineering.